The closer I am to you, the more I want to be with you.
Let's get back to Tim, shall we?
Oh yeah. Let's get back to Tim.
อยู่กับแบงค์ ชวิต อุตตมาชัย จาก British Council ครับ
Hi, I'm Kid Duria from the British Council.
ขอต้อนรับทุกท่านนะครับเข้าสู่ Learn English with FameLab อีกครั้งครับ รายการสอนภาษาอังกฤษผ่านเวทีสื่อสารวิทยาศาสตร์ภายใน 3 นาที หรือโครงการ FameLab ครับ
So back, we've been watching some programs about national winners. What about international winners?
ถามได้ตรงเวลามากเลยครับครูคิดวันนี้นะครับแบงก์ก็เอาคลิปวิดีโอมาจากผู้ชนะเฟรมแบบรอบนานาชาติในปีที่แล้วครับคุณทิมกอร์ดอนซึ่งหัวข้อของเขานะครับก็เกี่ยวกับ climate change และการใช้ปะการังเทียมในการรักษาระบบนิเวศในทะเลครับ
What? Paka? Are we gonna watch something about pens?
ไม่เกี่ยวกับปากกาครับไม่ใช่ปากกา not ปากกา but ปะการังครับ coral
Pakarang. Oh, corals. Okay, got it.
Alright, let's get to it then.
Okay, come on then.
Lift yourself out of this fancy auditorium and plunge into the Pacific Ocean. You are a baby coral reef fish. Life started when you hatched out of an egg on a coral reef, and as you took your first gulps of water, you were carried out.
So, I think we've heard the word gulp. I think that sounds familiar for me, isn't it?
Yeah, gulp like this. Yes.
That's a big gulp. Oh, big gulp.
Yeah, big gulp.
7-Eleven, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. 7-Eleven.
Right, I
Yes.
see. That's where I got it from.
Yeah.
Out on the ocean currents into the deep blue sea. You grew up here for a few weeks, and now you're big and strong, and at the size of a mighty tic-tac, you're ready to come back to a coral reef and take on the world. But how are you going?
Yeah, that was a good one there.
What is it? Take on the world.
Take on the world, yeah.
So am I going to carry the world or?
No, it just
what
means.
does that mean?
I mean, take on the world is when you want to maybe challenge the world or you're ready to fight against something. Yeah, I guess if you want to carry the world, yeah, you can do that.
As if.
To get there? Because this isn't Finding Nemo. The friendly sea turtles aren't going to point you in the right direction. This is the real world. And you are a very small fish in a very big ocean. You can't see a reef. They're too far away. You can't smell a reef. The current's going in the wrong direction. But you can hear a reef. They're really noisy places. Turtles crunch, shrimp snap their claws, fish whoop and grunt and chatter and buzz. Julie Andrews should have had a snorkel because the reef...
That's a lot of verbs, isn't it? So there was crunches, grunts, chatter, and buzzes.
Buzz, yeah. So let's look at grunt. So grunt.
How do you grunt?
I don't know. How would you grunt?
I don't know.
So grunt is basically making a kind of a low noise, basically. Yes.
So all of these words are basically describing noises.
Yes,
is that right?
noises. So chatter, lots of maybe sounds like talking, basically. And buzz here is an interesting word. So buzz, we normally think of bees, bzzz, but here I think it's about being lively. Yes, when there's a lot of fish around the corals.
So like energetic and busy.
Yeah, sure. So it sounds like bees.
The reefs are alive with the sound of music. Sound travels far underwater, and so you can hear your way home. Or can you? I'm a marine biologist. I study the sound of Australia's Great Barrier Reef using underwater microphones, and my most recent recordings reduced me to tears. In the last 5 years, climate change has decimated my reefs. Cyclones have smashed them to pieces. Marine heat waves have cooked the corals. The animals of that underwater orchestra are dead, and their once joyful chorus is a quarter of its previous volume.
That's very
we got here?
emotional, isn't it? So I think we've got the word. Coral has been cooked.
Cook. We normally think of cooking food, right? So, but here they're talking about. I think it's the heat, isn't it? That's made the corals or destroying the corals. And what else did we hear? What effect did it have on him?
So he was reduced to tears.
Yeah.
Reduced to tears.
Yeah.
That's
So
very-
basically, just made him cry, basically. Yeah.
So it gets very emotional.
Yeah. Very touching.
The symphony of the sea is being silenced. You can't hear your way home anymore. You're lost in the blue. Now that's depressing, but I don't study coral reefs so I can tell you depressing stories. I study them because I care, and I study them because the more we understand, the better we can protect them. For instance, we now know that these degraded reefs are too quiet, right?
I think we hear an interesting sentence today. The more we understand, the better we can protect.
Sure. So yes, the more we know, basically, the more we can do something about it, basically. So good use of the and the there. The closer I am to you, the more I want to be with you.
Let's get back to Tim, shall we?
Oh yeah. Let's get back to Tim.
So can we use loudspeakers to call the fish back in? To test that idea, I did an experiment where I built lots of artificial coral reefs all around a bay, and on some of them, I used a loudspeaker to play the sound of a normal degraded reef. But on other ones, I played the sound of a healthy reef. And when I played that healthy sound, I got 40% more fish coming back, with a 25% increase in diversity. That could make a difference.
That's very interesting for me. So, an increased in diversity.
Right. Yeah, a couple of good words here. So we have increased in. Yes. When we talk about numbers and we want to say there is more of something, we can use increase plus in. Okay, yeah. So, or we could use the opposite of a decrease in.
A decrease, right?
Yeah.
Fish, through their grazing, can clear away algae. They can allow new corals to grow. That might speed up recovery processes and they might restore the rhythm of the reef. So yes, coral reefs are in crisis. Yes, it's heartbreaking and you can hear it happening. But with new research comes new understanding and the potential for new solutions. So as we look to the future, let's learn to listen. Thank you.
I think that's a very powerful ending, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. We can see why it was the winner, the international winner for sure. The way he used his voice, his calmness, and the variety of words he used. Yeah,
Yeah, I completely agree. I think the topic itself is also very relevant to us at the moment. So, completely agree. He's the international winner last year. ก่อนจะจบคลิปในวันนี้นะครับ ต้องขอฝาก FameLab International รอบชิงชนะเลิศในวันที่ 26 พฤศจิกายนนี้ ติดตามข่าวสารเพิ่มเติมได้ผ่านโซเชียลมีเดียเพจ British Council Thailand สำหรับในวันนี้นะครับ ผมและครูคิดต้องขอตัวลาไปก่อนแล้วเจอกันใหม่ในตอนหน้านะครับ
Okay, bye. See you next time.